the third trimester of your pregnancy, what you will want for your pelvic floor is a great mix of releasing and strengthening exercises, even more so than at any other time in your life. Why? You need more strengthening because you need more support for your organs. You need more support for all the weight that your pelvic floor muscles are experiencing. The placenta, the baby, the uterus, all of this intensifies the work of the pelvic floor. So if you do not strengthen these muscles, you're going to be more at risk of issues such as incontinence, discomfort, particularly during intercourse. Now, those are your pelvic floor muscles. Because sometimes we talk about them and we don't really know what they refer to. They're the muscles here, deep in your pelvis, that are supporting your baby and your organs right now. So I think it's pretty clear why you would need strengthening, some strengthening of these muscles. The second thing you need to do is learn how to let go, learn how to release them, learn how to stretch them, because during childbirth, that's what happens to them. To avoid tearing, to avoid the lack of space for the baby, and therefore to avoid any surgical intervention, you need to be able to open up. So what we're doing today is we're learning 3 exercises. 2 of them will be visualization exercises. 1 to strengthen your muscles, 1 to teach them how to relax through imagery. And the third exercise will be more movement-oriented, and it will be a combination of the 2. Let's start by learning how to relax the muscles. If they're relaxed, when you try to strengthen them, it will be easier. Think about it. If you were to always hold your arm and your biceps halfway in, always tense, when you need them to work and support you, they just go, I'm tired, I don't want to do that. So we want to relax the muscles first and foremost, and then give them a little bit of a workout. I need you to imagine that there are 5 flowers, 5 sunflowers that you're going to be putting around in different places of the body. The first one will be here at your breastbone. And I just need you to visualize that as you inhale, that sunflower opens. And then you exhale, you let it close nicely. Then the second sunflower would be in your mid-back. Try to do both at the same time. And exhale to release. Then I'd like you to position number 3 and 4 on the sides here at your rib cage. And I'll explain in a second why. Take a deep inhale, visualize those flowers opening out. You're probably thinking, how's that possible? The sun is only on one of the sides. But just go with the image. Okay. So, for these muscles to open, we need the diaphragm in the rib cage to relax and open as well. That's why we have 5 sunflowers, not just 1 downstairs. You're going to pretend that the 5th one is right here. I'll repeat, 1 at the breastbone, 1 at the back, 2 on the side, and 1 down your pelvis. Close your eyes, it's always easier. And as you inhale, you're going to visualize all of those flowers opening at the same time. You're almost going to feel like the air is reaching all the way down into your pelvis, widening your sit bones. And as you exhale, I'd like you to keep the flowers open, even though you may feel a tendency to lift. Go against that. Let's do it again. Inhale. Open up, the flowers open, particularly the one down there. And then exhale, keeping everything nice and open. I'd like you to try this one more time. And I'd like you to think of a time that you've been stuck in a mall, wanting to really go badly to the loo, and there's a huge line. I want you to think of the relief that you felt when you reached the toilet seat. So here we go. We're going to take a deep inhale, visualize all the flowers opening. And as you exhale, I want you to think of that time, maybe at Dubai Mall, when you finally reached the toilet seat. And keep everything nice and opened. Great. So that's how we let things go. That's how we learn to relax. And we need this before we begin our strengthening routine. Now that your muscles are nice and relaxed, you can start strengthening them. So we're going to talk about the 3 holes down there. The 3 holes we're going to refer to as the 3 doors during this imagery. So pee hole, vagina, and butthole. The 3 doors. I need you to start by closing your eyes and to make sure that, if possible, your sacrum at the back of your pelvis is nice and open. So if you're sitting on your sit bones, you might not get this exercise as well. So try and copy my position here. So this can open nice and wide, and then it can contract nicely as well. I need you to close your eyes to feel more comfortable and visualize 3 mini balloons at the 3 doors. 1 front, 1 middle, 1 back. As you take a deep inhale, you're going to visualize those mini balloons getting inflated. As you exhale, you're going to deflate the balloons and feel them being pulled up slightly. That's your lift. That's your pelvic floor lift. Again, inhale, inflate all 3 balloons. You should almost feel like your sit bones are widening. And exhale to deflate them in and up. And if you can intensify that lift, that will give you more work. Last one, inhale. Inflate the balloons. As you exhale, deflating them and lifting, lifting, lifting nice and high, as if the balloons were being vacuumed by the belly. Now try to keep the balloons at the top. They're small balloons, remember. Once you're there, you're going to try to move them to the front. Try not to move your pelvis. Try to really do this through the visualization. Hold the balloons up in front, and then let go. When you let go, if you did strengthen your muscles, you should really feel like the balloons are being dropped down onto the floor. If you don't experience that, then you didn't get that lift, and I would encourage you to do this again. Ideally, through your movement routine or your fitness routine, what you would want to do is integrate both the opening of the pelvic floor and the strengthening. And I can show you a nice kneeling squat, a few exercises in that position that are going to help you do both at once in case the imagery is not really doing it for you. So you just need to lift your hips and lift your sit bones off of the mat, but you do not want to tuck your back and tuck your tailbone under. That's going to keep your muscles from doing the work. So you almost want to lengthen the tailbone away. You're going to place your hands by your sides. You will feel your legs. I want you to imagine that your sit bones, these 2 bones, are pressing nice and out, but at the same time you're lifting the belly to protect your back. And here you're just going to go exhale, draw the belly further in, but keep the sit bones wide, reach one arm front. Inhale to return. So again, it's very tempting to be here. It's very tempting to use the hip flexors. If you do that, your pelvic floor muscles will get tight, but they won't get strong. So I'll repeat, we want them nice and open. At the same time, we're strengthening them. Don't forget to keep your baby and belly lifted. Then you can go with both arms. Every time you stretch your arms, you feel like your sit bones are reaching further out to the side, and you keep lifting your belly. And last, you can go with a little bit of rotation, but make sure, once again, that there's a lot of space in the back and a lot of support for your stomach.